Hello and welcome back. We've got more baseball. Game 2 of the Double Dip here from Liberty North High School in wonderful Liberty, Missouri. Sun's starting to set right in front of our very eyes, and we've got the second game of 2 between the top 2 teams in Missouri. In Game 1, Liberty North ran away with the show. They put up 3 in the third and then 5 in the 5th. Really took over Tommy Lepore, who pitched well until Joe Hall took him yard to left center field. Liberty North would hang on to win 9-3. Charged the win to Tate McGuire, who threw 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 10 strikeouts. A little bit different look in the lineup for Liberty North. We'll start with them. Leading off, playing shortstop, wearing number 10, is Trey Snyder. Second, Jackson Downing, as usual, the third baseman, wearing number 4. Then, as we've become accustomed to, second baseman Ty Wisdom, number 17, Kansas commit. Batting in the cleanup spot again is Tate McGuire, wearing number 18. He's the DH for the pitcher Andrew Agnew. Then catching and batting 5th is Bo Jonas. After him is Cole Young, playing center field, wearing number 2. 7th is Joe Hall. We saw him went yard, number 25 in right field. Dakota Hanna, who closed the show in Game 1, will play first base, wearing number 1. And rounding out the order is Patrick Denmark, wearing number 15 and playing left field. Now on the Blue Springs South side, it's Lepore again leading off, wearing number 15. Designated hitting for the pitcher, Trenton Rayler, wearing number 10. One of the best pitchers not only in Missouri, but in the nation. Batting second, the second baseman, Diego Rodriguez, wearing number 13. Third is Grant Hollister, number 17, playing third. Colin Dobson in the cleanup spot, playing shortstop, wearing number 8. Aiden Dahl, playing center field, wearing number 2, batting 5th. Now batting 6th, one of these Blue Springs South team leaders in RBI, Aiden Hallader. He'll play he'll play left field and bat 6th. Now Liam Bryan batting 7th, playing first base, wearing number 6. Batting 8th, Jackson Stetnich, wearing number 1 and playing right field. And then entering the order is number 3, the catcher Nick Patton. Blue Springs South, they'll try to pull even here in this series. Liberty North leading 1-0. We'll get ready for baseball and be right back with you in just a few minutes here on Metro Sports KC. And we're back out of the break, ready for game 2 on the mound for Liberty North. Andrew Agnew. Agnew's 4th appearance of the year. He's thrown 13 innings, a 2.15 ERA, 19 strikeouts to 1 walk. These guys are insane. They are strikeout to walk ratio machines here. It's insane. Andrew Agnew on the mound for Liberty North, but he's got a tough lineup ahead of him. Tommy Lepore, Rodriguez, and Hollister, the first 3 in the order. And on the other side, Trenton Rayler, he's no slouch either. Arguably the better pitcher in this matchup. 19 2/3 innings for him on the year, a 1.78 ERA. Trenton Rayler, likely a guy that there will be some scouts in the building to see here today. A Mizzou commit. We're just about ready to get started here in game 2. Now, this will be our final game of the night tonight, but we'll have another one tomorrow between these two teams. And what did you just show me? They're up 9-0 against the Yanks in the first inning. It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Where's Aaron Judge when you need him? Yeah, bring Tyler on and let's talk about what? No grass segment. We didn't have time for the grass. We're going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to make a graphic. We're going to do that at Blue Spring South. It's going to be wonderful. Wonderful. You heard it here tonight, folks. Tomorrow's game, book it. The grass segment is here. With resident grass guy Tyler Taylor. And Tommy Lepore will get us started here in game 2. Agnew, the lefty, on the mound. The first pitch is fouled back. They'll start him off 0-1. Laporte was the losing pitcher in last game. Gave up 8. Shows bunt. Looking for the squeeze, and it's strike number 2. They'll wake up the catcher, Bo Jonas. Oh, 2 count to open the night. A ball hit to the first base line and caught for the first down of the inning. And now Diego Rodriguez to the dish. 225 hitter. One down, Agnew. Fires strike 1 to Diego Rodriguez. There are very few things prettier in this world than a brand new baseball scoreboard, as all of the sudden Dakota Hanna is the man of the hour at first, but it's a single. With 1 down, Rodriguez reaches first. Grant Hollister to the dish after the 1-out single.
Hey, let's go, G.
A 58-footer takes off, throw to second. Not in time, and a stolen base for Rodriguez. Hollister in a 1-0 count. Blue Spring South looking to pick up a run early. And I doubt that this is not common information, so I'll go ahead and give it out. I have for Liberty North, tomorrow's starter will be Jackson Downing, who's fresh off that no-hitter at his last start. So he'll be unavailable to pitch tonight. 2-0. Skied into right field. Back to make the play. The right fielder, and he can't make the play. Rounding third. Good throw to the plate. Not in time, and Blue Springs South will score. The double turned into a double and an error. Grant Hollister with an RBI double in the top of the first. And Blue Springs South looking to avenge the loss. Now Colin Dobson to the dish. An opportunity to knock in another run with Hollister on third and just one out. Sun begins to set in left field. Zagnew, first pitch ball. This one rolled over. Down the line and foul. A good play by the third baseman, Downing, to let that one roll foul. Dobson, 1-1 count. And he'll take strike two on the breaking ball. Despite it being a strike, that was probably a good take. Outside breaking ball. Saw it late. Now it's 1-2. Live to take another swing. 1-2, and he's early on it. So you get going from, low 90s to mid 80s now. Totally different. Seemed like they were behind. Dirted. Runner stays at third. Ball one, ball two, it's 2-2. Agnew looking to minimize the damage here in the first inning. Two count. Swung on and missed by Colin Dobson. It's out number 2. First strikeout of the night for Agnew. There's 2 down. Bring Aiden Dahl to the plate for Blue Springs South. And that one fouled off Bo Jonas for strike one. I'm going to say on behalf of our broadcast crew, it's going to get real difficult here in about the next 20 minutes to see anything. I got sunglasses on in a broadcast booth for the first time in my career. 0-1. This one nailed down the third base line. It'll score another run. Downing unable to make the play. And a 2-out single scores a run. Aiden Dahl with an RBI. And it brings Halladar to the dish. Halladar with an opportunity to keep the rally alive. He'll take strike one on the fastball. Oh, 1. Swung on, hitting to right. It's a single. Runner stays at second in a 2-out single. Brings up Liam Bryan. And Blue Springs South really looking to make a difference in this first inning. They've got 4 hits, 2 runs. There are 2 outs. Agnew looking to stop it at 2. Just as a reminder, folks, we'll be here tomorrow as well. Well, we'll be here tomorrow. We'll be back live tomorrow. Blue Springs South. Liberty North will take the trip down. We'll make it with them, and we'll be live at just about, I would say, 5. I think it's scheduled for a 5:30 start. That one's strike 2. Excuse me, strike 1. 1s, 2s, numbers, man. This is the 8th inning of baseball we've seen today. One taken. Good breaking ball for a ball. 1-1. And one thing that the people on our crew and listening to this have probably picked up, my voice has changed so much since the beginning of my career, where 8 innings into a baseball game is Liam Bryan will stare at strike 2, doesn't quite like the call. I would be so dead. A year ago, my voice would be shot because we were all screamers. And a 1-2 count, step off and reset. It'd take more time to edit the broadcast than to broadcast the broadcast. And 1-2. Ryan stays alive. And I'm fairly certain we get a mesh screen tomorrow, so I think it'll look better tomorrow. That's the thing. These fences that are like this, it's hard to broadcast here. And that one a good pitch, but he spits on it. It's a great spit. Two. Agnew looking to get out of the inning. Kicks, fires. Low. And Liam Bryan has battled back from down 0-2. Full count. This could very quickly turn to disaster for Andrew Agnew. Lefty-lefty matchup. 3-2 pitch on its way. Swung on. Into left field. Runner makes the turn. And a 2-out single scores a run. Liam Bryan picks up the RBI, and it's a 3-0 ball game. And now Jackson Stetnich. Can he keep it going? Opening pitch of the at-bat is 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. And Agnew's given up 3 on 5 hits and an error. Swung on, fouled back into the screen, and we have our usual 4 people jump back. Still 0-2. Stetnich looking to keep the rally alive. 3 straight singles. And then a strikeout of Jackson Stetnich. 2 strikeouts in the inning, but not before Blue Springs South able to erupt for 3 runs on 5 hits. We'll head to the bottom of the first as Liberty North looks to answer. Jaguars lead 3-0. And we're back bottom of the first. We'll see Trey Snyder, Jackson Downing, and Ty Wisdom. Snyder to the dish. 3-run deficit for Liberty North. I'd also like to thank our umpiring crew tonight. Tyler Klein, Steve Eklund. They're doing a doubleheader too. They're 3 times more important than we are. So Rayler opens up the night 0-1. The Mizzou commit, Trenton Rayler. 3-0, 19 2/3 innings pitched, 1.78 ERA, just 5 earned runs all year, 24 Ks. A timeout on the hitter. Early game mind control tactics. This one's 1-1. I love this catcher already, by the way. Just, God, I love it. A good block there. Give him credit, 1-1 count. Rayler kicks, fires. And this one is skied into shallow right field. Second baseman goes back and makes the catch. Rodriguez gets the out. And now Jackson Downing will head to the dish. Downing. 1 out, bottom first. And they'll take strike 1. And this is an interesting strategy by Blue Springs South. Put your ace on the mound in the second game of the series, second game of the double dip. And Rayler is a PO, so he has sat and gotten ready for the last probably 3-4 hours. Now finds himself in a 1-1 count with 1 out at the bottom of the first. And the curveball, great pitch on the outside part of the plate, taken for a ball. 2-1. And our scouts are back. They're back for this. 2-1 count, low. And it's 3-1. We saw Casey Royals scout. I saw, I think, a Rockies, Marlins, and Pittsburgh Pirates scouts out to watch game 1 as this one's rolled to the shortstop. On to first, makes the play just in time. 6-3 put out for Dobson. And Ty Wisdom steps to the dish with 2 down in the bottom of the first. Between innings, we'll give you some scores and updates for the games around Kansas City tonight. Most just reaching their close as Wisdom finds himself in a 1-0 count. Rayler steps off. Just remember, kids, you can't balk when nobody's on base. Words of wisdom. Be a 2-0 count. I watched a guy, I went to a Monarchs game last year where a kid he would whirl his arm like a softball pitcher before his delivery. That one's taken for a strike on the outside part of the plate, 2-1. And they called a balk on him because you can't do that. Lee Summit West defeats Ray-Pec. That's just into the booth. And that one will hit Ty Wisdom. And now Tate McGuire, last game's winning pitcher, 4 for 4 with 4 singles. Let me get a fo. That's a 10 strikeouts. Oak Park beats Winnetonka 10-1. Olathe South beats Shawnee Mission South 12-3 as that bat opens up 1-0. Lathes South still undefeated, the best team in Kansas right now. Bishop Miege beats Pius 6-2. One taken for a strike, 1-1. Pembroke Hill beats Center 9-0. Belton beats Harrisonville 4-0. Liberty beats Blue Springs 6-5. They're starting to put their season together. Like the East 3-0 over Mill Valley. And a great off-speed pitch to run the count to 1-2. Shawnee Mission West beats Olathe North 9-3. Shawnee Mission schools have taken a big step forward this year. A 1-2 count with 2 outs. Rayler comes set. Delivers. Swung on and fouled. Well behind us. Still a 1-2 count. Liberty North hitless in this first inning. Wisdom was hit by a pitch. And McGuire. Swing and a miss. Rayler struck him out with the off-speed. His first strikeout is the third out of the first inning. And Liberty North scoreless. We head to the top of the second with Blue Springs South leading 3-0.
Can I get a pitch count for Blue Springs South? 16 for Rayler. 30 for God dang. Where do you pitch inning? That's dangerous. Yes. Yeah, we're live. Yeah. Is everything okay? Okay. Joe did something. I don't know what it is, but Joe did something. He calls and goes, "Hey, you busy right now?" Yeah. You know this. I was like, "Is everything okay?" He's like,
Yeah, everything's fine. And we're back. Top of the second inning. Agnew sitting on 30 pitches already. He'll face Patton, and then the order will reload for Lepore, Rodriguez, and Hollister. He'll face Nick Patton to get the night started, or excuse me, to get the second inning started. 5 hits, 3 runs in the first for Blue Springs South. Swinging a deep fly ball to center field. Back and making the play. And center is Young. And a quick start. That one taken right down the chute for strike one to get the at-bat started to Rodriguez. And the off-speed gives him strike two. Dirted. 1-2 count, looking for the chase pitch there. 1-2, poked into center. And right in place is Young. He'll make the play, and that'll end the top of the second in straight order. 1-2-3 inning for Agnew. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Liberty North trailing 3-0. And we're back, bottom of the second. Jonas, Young, and Hall due up. And Jonas takes the first pitch high, but for a strike. That one in there as well. Strike two. Quickly ahead in the count. 0-2 is Trenton Rayler. Jonas, 375 hitter. 8 RBI on the year. He'll take that one high. Run the count to 1-2. One-two count. Kicks, fires. Fouled right back at the screen. It keeps him alive. Still got a couple scouts out here. It's not a bad crowd at all. And that one swung on and hit well into center field. And it's at the wall. It'll be down for extra bases. Taking a turn and then heading back into second with a leadoff double is Bo Jonas. Now to the dish, Cole Young. Young still leads Liberty North in RBI. He's got 17 on the year, 354 hitter, 500 on base percentage. So my statistics tell me there's a 50% chance he will get on base in this at-bat. Charge it to the game, young man. That's called math, bub.
I don't know that.
Rayler steps off. And we'll likely see the move to a sequence here. Don't want Liberty North getting the signs. We have not yet heard the banging of the trash can.
Ha 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 ha. Very funny.
I'm taking high for a strike. Or high for a ball, rather. One 0. Fouled back. One count. One count. Blue Valley knocks off Rockhurst. That's just into the table. One-two count after that one's fouled down the right field line. And this one hit well. Knocked around by the second baseman, and that'll be down for an infield single. Still nobody out. Runners on the corners for Joe Hall. Not the guy I would want to pitch to right now. Had a 5 RBI game just a couple hours ago. Oh, he's playing country. Oh God, this kid's about to rake one.
Dude, that's what I was talking about. I'm like, this guy's playing country music for the game. Like, respect.
Also, shout out. We got a radio shout out today, boys. Carrington Harrison gave us a shout out on air.
Where was that at?
610 Sports Radio. Odyssey.com. Nobody out. Bottom 2. That one taken low. One 0 count. Still nobody out. It's only 6 hours long. Good luck. One taken low. 2-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Rayler battling back in the at-bat. 2-1 count. Sun beginning to set here in Liberty. Quick check to the runner at first. Yeah, we're like still 30 minutes away from me being able to take these sunglasses off, guys. Two one. Fakes to third. You can do that in high school. You can't do that in any other level of baseball. Runners on the corners with nobody out. And taken for a strike. 2-2. Hall. Big pitch. Rayler on the way, and he holds. Wild pitch, run scores in Liberty North. Is on the board after the wild pitch. And the Blue Springs South side, which happens to be the side we're the closest to, did not quite like that call. 3-2. Full count with a runner on second, nobody out. 3-1 ball game now. Rayler, likely the biggest pitch of his night so far. Swung on, hit up the middle. It'll be down for a base hit. Taking the turn at third. Throw goes to the plate. Not in time. Throw to second. Got him. Nope. Just late. And Hall with the single, he'll advance on the throw. But he picks up his 14th RBI as he knocks in Cole Young. And Dakota Hanna's got a shot now with still nobody out. That one taken low to Dakota Hanna. He closed out Game 1 of the series. Didn't pick up a save, but was in for the last 3 outs. Still could pitch tonight or tomorrow. And he'll stay disciplined on that one, and it's 2 out. That was a great take. You could tell he wanted it all the way. And Trent Rayler dealing with some difficulties here. We've got a 3-2 game. Still nobody out. Taken high, and Hannah has worked his way into a 3-0 count. I have now been at Liberty North High School for 6 hours. It'd be one thing if it was a bad environment. It is not. It was a little warm earlier, but it's definitely cooled down and feels great out here right now. Taken high, ball 4. Hannah, 4-pitch walk. First and second with nobody out. Patrick Denmark, and we'll have a meeting at the mound with the pitching coach. First pitch to Denmark, he shows bunt. Yeah, got a lot of glare at this 7 o'clock hour. Shows bunt, gets it down. He'll make the choice, throw it on to first. Advance both runners. The order will turn over, and we'll see Trey Snyder. He is 0 for 1 with a fly out tonight. But he's got runners on second and third with just 1 out here in this second inning. Rayler definitely is anti-pitch clock. He is not a pace of play guy. And that one's dirted. Good block by the catcher.
We should interview him. His opinion. What's your opinion?
Yeah, well, that's what we need to do when we start talking to these guys. Just be like, pitch clock. Pitch clock, bigger bit. How we feeling? How we feeling? Be a 1-0 count. Pitch on its way to Snyder. Swung on and missed for strike number 1. Oh, they're doing a great job of laying off that outside off-speed pitch. Great movement to it. See, and now Rayler wants to go fast. He's going to quick pitch him here as soon as he gets set in the box. I guess not. He's just going to hold it. Now he's going to hold it. Outside. 3-1 count to Trey Snyder.
Hey, challenge. Here we go.
Fastball count. See who wins this battle. Runners on second and third with just one out. If both score, North would take a lead. It's taken high. A walk for Trey Snyder. That loads the bases for Jackson Downing. Downing hitting .411 on the season. He got 7 RBI, a homer, collected 28 total bases, 11 walks to just 5 strikeouts. A big at-bat in the second inning of this one. Just 1 out. Double play and play. Rayler is like a better built Nestor Cortez. He has changed timing 9 times. Roll over, second baseman can't make the play. It'll score a run. 4-3 put out, but it's an RBI. As the second out gets picked up. Ty Wisdom to the dish. Hit by a pitch in his first at-bat as we're tied here from Liberty North. Rayler didn't. He called time. Rayler didn't move. Taken high, and honestly, like this would upset some people. Like just the way that he's playing. I love it. It's like you see he steps on the mound so quick that you think he's going to quick pitch you, and then he holds for like 9 seconds. This one's fouled back. And ladies and gentlemen, I have gotten some very good information into the booth. This is unrelated to any of this broadcast, but for those of you who know me, I did all of Park men's volleyball this year, and they have moved to the NAIA semifinals. So we're going to watch Park from Des Moines. I'm excited for the guys. That one's taken high. A good pitch. Wanted to strike. A lot of the fans wanted to strike as well. It's 2-1. It's been a second inning for Rayler. Finds himself 2-1. Runners on second and third with 2 down. Taken high. A hitter's count to Ty Wisdom. The Kansas commit has an opportunity to take the lead for Liberty North. Be their first of the ball game. Swung on. Skied into right field. And making the play to end the inning is the right fielder, Stetnich. We'll head top 3, and we're all knotted at 3 here on Metro Sports. KC, that all rhymed. I'm asking for more money in my next paycheck.
He can get paid.
And leading off in the top of the third is Hollister. He had a double and an RBI in his first at-bat. This one swung on into right. Coming in and making the play, the right fielder, Hall.
Hey, here we go, Dobby.
And now Colin Dobson, who struck out in his first at-bat, is to the dish. And I will say, we're going to do another weird review here. It's a Major League bathroom. That is a Major League bathroom. I have really low expectations for high school baseball field bathrooms. I walked in and I was like, oh, this is great. This is great. Right. Swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1.
Good cut, Dobby. Let's go, bud.
And I like, just while we're talking about things that I enjoy, I like that Suburban Gold has moved to series. These make the games feel almost more important as that one's popped up in foul territory. Hannah comes over and makes the play for out number 2. I think it's more uniform. It's easier to keep track of, and then I mean, it's a little bit more difficult on the players because you have like 3 games in 3 days or 3 games in 4 days. But it simulates, especially for teams like this that are as good as they are, it's going to simulate what a lot of these kids are going to see next year. I mean, these kids are going to play 3 games in 3 days in college, and that one will be swung on for strike 1. Dahl to the dish. He singled, had an RBI, and scored a run in the first inning. That one dirted. Count evens up at 1-1. It has gotten maybe 12 degrees colder since we've been here too. I am starting to get a little chilly. 3-3 ball game. Top 3. Swung on and missed. Call it a sword. 1-2 count. Agnew threw 30 pitches in the first, 6 in the second. And now he's thrown just 7 in the third. And he'll strike out Dahl to end the inning in order. His 3rd strikeout takes us to the bottom of the 3rd. We're all knotted up at 3 here on Metro Sports KC. Okay, we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. And you know, as a matter of fact, Tyler, I'm gonna go ahead and plug your mic in as to the dish steps Tate McGuire. I'm gonna plug you in because I just thought about it. Tomorrow we're not here, so your grass update would be from a school that we're not at. And I want the people to experience, albeit briefly, your grass excellence. That one swung on and missed. And to the show comes Tyler Taylor. Tyler, welcome. That was a lot of T's, man.
That is a lot of tees.
Did I do this incorrectly? I think I did it correctly. And we got an 0-2 count.
That is a lot of tees.
I got you. Yeah, I forgot. I got you the mic that doesn't work real well. 0-2 count. Tyler in the booth. That one taken low and outside. Tyler, tell us a little bit about the field conditions here at Liberty North.
This field's way better than what it was last game of the week.
Okay. It also has not rained directly preceding this game. It rained like 6 hours before. Rapex Field actually is not bad at all as this one skied into foul territory. And was it caught or was it foul?
That was caught.
Yeah, didn't quite have the angle. That one's caught by the right fielder, I'm guessing. First baseman, F3. Okay, I couldn't quite see it. And Bo Jonas steps to the plate.
Now these fields have two very different things. Rapex Field is a zoysia field, so it's more yellow. This is a Kentucky bluegrass.
So, Tyler, tell him your credentials. All right, tell us your credentials to be able to judge this wonderful grass we've got out here today.
My 1 year in at State Tech College in turf and field maintenance. Got a whole bunch of licenses.
Interning for a place that we would name, but they're not sponsoring us, so don't quite meet our requirements. 1-1.
Now, if you put me on camera, you may see the hat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is a good company. We're gonna make a phone call there next week. Is all I'll say. Bo Jonas at the plate. 1-for-1 with a double that started that rally last inning, taken low and outside. Count is 3-1. Did you go to the bathroom? Have you been to the bathroom here?
I have. That's a really nice.
I said while you were gone it was a major league bathroom.
That was more than major league. That makes the major league stadiums look bad.
Well, now one taken for a strike. Count runs full at 3-2. No, but we went to a Royals game last week, and I don't think the bathroom that I went in at the Royal at Kaufman is like that.
No,
that one rolled to the third baseman. Tough throw. Scoop, not in time, and Jonas is on with an infield single.
That bathroom was scary. Like cracks everywhere and water on the ground.
That's why we need a downtown stadium.
Now North Kansas City's trying to push for one too.
I'm okay with the Northtown Stadium. Dude, this is the best walk-up music I've heard this year.
Yeah, but I like that country music.
No, I like that. I just like that it's a remix.
Yeah.
Slow Jam. Slow Jam's Cole Young. Cole Slow Jam's Young. That's his nickname for the rest of the year. And
now where does Cole Young come in?
A high fly ball into left field, back, and he's not making the catch. Lost it in the sun. Throw to the plate, and a hold. Liberty North takes the lead, and when I tell you, you probably couldn't see it that well. We definitely couldn't see it.
Oh,
A double. They're going to charge. Are they going to call that as an error? Yeah. No, they're going to call it an error. They've ruled it as an E7.
That is debatable.
As a very debatable E7. But again, I'm not the scorebook guy here. A runner on second with nobody out.
Now here's the guy that hit a nuke last game.
Yeah, well, and I feel bad for Young because he doesn't get an RBI for that. I don't know. Let me see what the guy doing game changer rules it as. We're really getting into it right now. Okay, well, game changer is about 7 years behind right now. So, oh no, never mind. No, it's not. And this one's hit well into left center field. Play at the plate, no throw. And the single by Hall gives him his 7th RBI of the afternoon. and Dakota Hanna. All of a sudden, Liberty North, they go on a big run.
Hey, keep battling, T.
No, they gave him a double. Game Changer gave him a double.
Yeah, that sun
that
is
was a
just
double.
too hard
That was.
to...
I mean, I don't think you can really give. Yeah, one taken for strike one. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't think you can give him an error right there. One swung on.
This catcher is really good.
I think you can say both. Yeah, this catcher has been great tonight. I thought Chase was good in game one, but even more in this one, Patton has been very good. That one swung on and missed, and Hanna will go down on strikes for out number 2 of the inning. Denmark is 0 for 1 with a sac bunt.
I don't know if you can see it, but when the players are walking and that dust goes up in the sunset.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And those gusts are brutal.
Oh, yeah, wow, wind gusts in Kansas City, that's the definition of brutality out here. Like I said, wherever Metro Sports KC goes, the wind blows. It's 2-0. 2 down, bottom 3. I can see that now. We're getting to the fun part of the day, man. We've done a couple night baseball games with Van Johnson and such. I'm a big night baseball guy. 3-0 count. And like when he steps in the way of the sun and I can see the whole field, it would be so incredibly wonderful if the sun was over there. So it'd be an absolutely beautiful baseball game. It already is. Great conditions. The wind is a little,
10 miles per hour with
Yeah.
20 gusts.
Yeah. Very cool breeze, and that one taken high. And we've got a 4-pitch walk now to Denmark.
Can we just talk about how hard it is to hit right now with that sun right
Yeah,
there?
especially as a left. It would suck as a lefty. It's probably pretty bad as a righty, but it would be so terrible.
With the lefty, it affects both eyes.
Yeah,
With the
the
righty, it's affecting your main front eye.
Yeah. Snyder to the dish. He is 0 for 1. I thought you fell for a second, Landon. I'm not even going to lie.
Now, the first part of first aid is point and laugh.
Landon went for the dap up. The kid denied him. He got clout rejected, man. Snyder. This one hit. A good piece of hitting into right field. Going around third. The throw is in, picked. And it'll be a single, and he'll advance on the throw. Snyder picks up an RBI, and Liberty North now leading 6-3. That's 3 runs in back-to-back innings. Now Jackson Downing, who's 0 for 2 with the fielder's choice and a 6-3 ground out. And we'll have runners on second and third. Two outs, 2-out rally. First pitch taken outside. Definitely a 2-out rally. They've picked up, or she's not even really a 2-out rally. They've just been going all inning. Looking back at it, that one's high. It's 2-0. Thank you for joining us here tonight, Brennan Kanabe and crew on Metro Sports KC. You'll see the color begin to change on your broadcast here. That one taken high, 3-0 count. And Rayler starting to work himself into some trouble. He's now thrown 72 pitches in 2 2/3. One taken for a strike on the 3-0 count A 3-0 breaking ball. I like it. I like this guy, man.
No one saw it coming.
Yeah, well, that's a fastball count. And I think, I mean, you're having a big inning, and he'll take that one high and walk to load the bases. I think in a situation like that, you just put the take sign on with 3-0. Just let him throw you a strike, and then you play. And we'll have a catcher's meeting with the infield as Ty Wisdom steps to the dish. He is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a fly out. We've got a 6-3 ball game. Blue Springs South got started really quick with that 3-run first inning. And now Liberty North has rebounded with 6 unanswered, 3 in the second and now 3 in the third. Rayler beginning to work himself to the end of his day.
It seems like he just can't find his pitch release, and now he's flustered.
And not only that, it seemed like both Blue Springs South starters today have struggled to just finish at bats. Like, they get themselves in such a good position, and Liberty North just ends up battling back. Rayler definitely started at bats better than we saw Lepore, and Lepore, I think, for the first 3-4 innings, pitched really well. That one's taken high for a ball, and I just think that never at any point was Rayler able to get comfortable. Even through the deception tactics and trying to get in the mind of the hitters, he just never seemed like he was able to settle in. That one swung on and missed, runs the count to 1-2. And it isn't like, I mean, this is Rayler's by far his worst start on the year. That's a Metro Sports KC thing. We do that to every ace. That one taken for a ball. It's 2-2. Casey Crawford last year had like a 2.2 ERA when we came in, not even, and he gave up like 11 earned runs. Yeah, in 3 innings. And this one's hit well. Corralled by the first baseman. That'll end the inning, but not before Liberty North adds 3 to the lead. And we head top 4, 6-3 in favor of the Eagles. And we're back. Missed the first pitch of the inning there. Apologize for that. Took us a second. First pitch was fouled right back to the booth. Halidar. And an 0-1 count. And Cole Chase getting warm in the bullpen for Blue Springs South as they trail 6-3 now. A beautiful sunset occurring in left field as this one is skied.
Went on where the Little Leaguers.
Yeah, they hit it to the Little Leaguers. They won't be confused by that. 1-2 count. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Fourth strikeout of the day for Agnew. Liam Briney's 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI.
These pitchers' strikeout to walk ratio are insane.
It's Liberty North's pitcher. All of their pitcher strikeout to walk ratios are pretty crazy. They've got like 2 guys who account for like 75% of their walks. They have a total of, let me count here. And is this one, chopper to the second base. Wisdom over in time to make the play. Again, you will very seldomly see an error committed by this infield. They've got the KC Royals of infields. So, oh my gosh. Okay, this is a pretty crazy stat. Liberty North has 162 strikeouts this year and 31 walks.
Out of 10 pitchers, and only 3 of them have above 2 walks.
That's insane. On the contrary, their hitters have struck out 35 times and walked 43 times. I'm interested to see what this stat looks like for Blue Springs South as Stetnich finds himself in an 0-1 count. Yeah, it's 127 to 67 for their pitching stat, which is not bad. A 2-to-1 ratio is not bad. It's just Liberty North is so outlandishly great, and it's 1-1.
It is top tier.
Yeah. And Blue Springs South, what I do love about this Blue Springs South team is that they've just got 9 guys who are going to battle. They don't have maybe the star power that you've seen with Liberty North. They're not going to, deck out the all-star team, but they are like the way that the Toronto Blue Jays were in like 2016. They're a fun team to watch. I've really enjoyed doing these 2 games today. I'm excited. Their field is really nice.
I'm gonna have to be the judge of that.
I think it might be all turf.
Oh, I don't like those fields.
2-2. I know it's at least got a turf infield, and it's pretty brand new. 2-2. 2 outs. Top 4 swung on and missed an Agnew. His 5th strikeout. And we're back. The beautiful home plate shot, and it looks gorgeous here in Liberty now as we've kind of progressed into the night. 79 pitches. Rayler out for his 4th inning of work. He'll face Wisdom, McGuire, and Bo Jonas.
That is a very deep lineup for Liberty North.
Liberty North has had a deep lineup for like the last 4 years. I think this game ends up being what the state title game is again. I think we just have a rematch of last year. I say we let these teams play a 7-game series, and whoever wins the 7-game series is the state champ. 1-0 count. Dirted.
This catcher is amazing.
Yeah, it's just great play all around here today. 2-2 count. As we talk about how beautiful the camera angle is, the camera dies. 2-1 count. We're going to see the play-by-play announcer going a little scram here. And 2-2. I actually need a bag that I don't have great access to. 2-2 count.
Brennan's over here multitasking.
I am, man.
He's calling the game, doing playbook.
I'm calling both games. McGuire to the shortstop, on to first for the out. 1 down. Or excuse me, that was Ty Wisdom. Was it? Uh-oh, Brennan made a mistake.
It happens to everyone. You're over here doing 4 things at once.
Yeah, that was McGuire that just rolled out. Hold on. Yeah, I messed some up. One taken high, 3-0, and I fixed the scorebook. Took me a second. I didn't record the last out of that inning for some reason. Now we're back. 3-0 count. Rayler fires high. I'm going to have a lot of batteries to charge tonight, kids. Hey, you know what's even better about this now?
What's that?
I can see the camera that I'm looking into.
I just got a text from one of my college classmates. They're on the stream right now watching.
Oh, I love it.
Columbia.
From Columbia. We got viewers all over the place, man. I tell you about the one time I clicked on our YouTube viewership and we had 37 views in Japan. I think I'm glad some Japanese guy is enjoying this broadcast right now.
Well, we got Shohei Ohtani that was batting last game. 4-4, great game pitching.
Yeah. 0-2. I love how much Shohei has absolutely altered the game of baseball to where every time that a pitcher gets a hit now, it's he Ohtani'd him. And a 3-pitch K for Rayler over Cole Young.
Now, how are you feeling about Nate Eaton?
I'm a Nate Eaton fan, man. We sat right behind him a couple of days ago. I love it, man. I love the Chase Utley stuff. And, okay, Joe Hall has been the player of not only this broadcast, but probably the player of the day. He has 7 strikeouts. They'll check on the runner at first. Or, excuse me, 7 RBI, not 7 strikeouts. It'd be bad if he had 7 strikeouts. 91 pitches for Rayler on the day. One taken low, 2-0. Hasn't quite found his spot tonight. Swung on and missed on the high cheese. It's 2-1. Bottom of the 4th inning. As usual, to high school baseball, we'll play 7 at least, unless somebody's up by 10 runs after the 5th inning. The pitch outside, taken 3-1.
This is going to be the second pitcher of the day going above 95 pitches.
Oh, and it's not even really that close either. It's really just not been a day for Blue Springs South pitchers as Hall works a walk. And now Dakota Hanna will come to the dish. And Tyler, your mic is fixed now. I kept hearing you spatter, so your mic's back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we got you on the right one now. 2 down, bottom 4. Runners on first and second. When taken low, A cleaner inning for Rayler. He's just given up 2 walks. As he's nearing, this is 100% his last inning of work.
100%.
Yeah, and that one taken inside, 2-0. He's going to have to get out of the innings at 97 pitches. The pitch count limit in the state of Missouri is 115. Swung on. Down the third base side, the chopper gets by. It'll score 1. Throw down to third. Not in time, and the double for Dakota Hanna sends a run across, and Liberty North leads 7-3. And Preston Denmark now with 2 outs gives the Eagles another opportunity, and we're going to have another meeting at the mound.
Honestly, I think Preston Denmark's the Jeffrey Cisneros of this year's team.
That's the quote of the day for you, Landon. Preston Denmark is the Cisneros of this team. I love it. Rayler.
Rayler's had problems giving up walks the entire season.
Yeah, he has not been had a great ratio, and we're going to see his day end here. I believe, yeah, that'll be Chase into pitch. We'll step away as we get that settled here. Be right back with you for the for when this game kicks back up here in Metro Sports KC. We're back. 2 down, bottom 4. Wind is howling at our backs. And Denmark will take strike 1. It's a gusty boy out here. Woo, doggy. 0-1. Second pitch is a strike as well, and Denmark falls behind in the count 2-0. Chase, he caught the last game, and now he's the pitcher, as we're going to see some of the Blue Springs fans make the business decision. Go ahead and leave. It is starting to get a little chilly. We're nearing the, not the closing stages, but the beginning of the closing stages. That one's fouled back. Beginning to catch up to it is Denmark. There are 2 down. Folks, you got something to say? Let's hear it. You got to subscribe, and when you do, after 5 minutes, you'll be granted access to the comment section. We would love for you to interact with us. Respond. We have the chat pulled up, and if you make a comment, albeit an appropriate one, we will reply to it in full. See, there's Landon. Hopping into the chat.
And that's 100%
2-2.
true. I did not start off with Metro Sports at the beginning of the year. I was just a roamer going around doing games, and look where I'm at now.
I remember when you first started doing games. Landon was like, he's doing it because he wants to. Like, we're not paying him anything. Great. And that one, in fair territory, the race to the bag.
Now,
Won by Blue Springs
Metro
South.
Sports will not owe me money. Brennan owes me money.
I do. I owe you some McDonald's money right now. And yesterday.
And Rancho Grande.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Rancho Grande, man.
Great service.
Yeah, it was not bad at all. And we will now end the 4th inning, head to the top of the 5th, where Blue Springs South will look to even the count. Step away for just a moment here on Metro Sports KC. And we're back, and it is so beautiful here now. Here is great, and we've got great baseball. A 7-3 ball game. Blue Springs South trailing Liberty North. The bottom of the order, and Patton, the catcher, up to the dish. Agnew sitting on 56 pitches. He'll take strike 1 to open the inning.
I don't think I've seen a better catching game. There's not been many wild pitches or pass balls.
And the wild pitches have been pitches that were not the catcher's fault, but the pitcher throwing the ball onto. We got an 0-2 count here against Patton. He's just a 167 hitter coming into the night. And he'll swing over that one. And see, that's a good catcher play there by Bo Jonas as he proceeds to throw into left field. But, you know, it's a great play for strikeout number 6.
Now, I gave them a shout-out for catching, not throwing.
Yeah, right. Their infield's good at throwing. Piper ends DeSoto's perfect year, 10-9. DeSoto got really upset the other day with us because we dropped them from the top 25 even though they didn't lose and they were still undefeated. It's just there's so many very good Missouri teams. like so many Missouri teams that you're like, oh, they're 7-6. Oh, they just beat a 15-1 team by 9. Okay, 7.
Just the disparity of games.
Yeah, that's also difficult. And the bunt attempt is popped back. Jackson Downing would sprint in there, and it's 0-2 with 1 down.
It also
Nobody
doesn't
on.
do the same thing with like smaller classes. Like you
Right.
won't be able to get up on the rankings. Maybe that will change eventually.
No, it was so hard. Like Plattsburgh for basketball this year was so hard because it's
East
like they're
Buck
good.
for football.
It's good. They're so good, but I mean, you come in like East Buchanan was very, very good. Liberty North would beat them by 75 points.
It'd be more than that.
And it's not that East Buck is not good. They are very good for the competition that they play. As this one's rolled over, Downing charges, throw on to first, just in time.
They have some good players with Ethan Bailey.
Was that the kid who, in the state championship run, had like 11 touchdowns in 3 games?
No, he's the defensive lineman, offensive lineman.
Okay, who's the kid?
Their running back.
Yeah, something Klein is his last name. Dude, that kid, I just remember following that. I didn't have the beat for it, but I was following it, and it was just like, oh, he's got 5 touchdowns, and we're midway through the 3rd quarter. That one taken outside for a ball. There's 2 down as Liberty North leads 7-3.
I have flashbacks when someone says 5 touchdowns. There was a kid named Jace Reynolds that had 7
Dude,
or
Jace
8.
Reynolds is the best running back in Kansas City for like 3 years, and he didn't win anything. It
And
was so sad.
Is he in college playing ball?
Yes.
Some NAIA in the heart of America.
That kid is an HOA all-star right now.
Like-
he was so good.
No one could tackle this kid
Yeah.
this game. Like 300 plus yards, like 8 touchdowns.
Yeah. He was good, man. And that was when Tonka was not bad.
In that game, you look up the stats. They passed the ball once the entire game. It was a touchdown for 40 plus yards.
Yeah. Let me guess. Was also pride to him.
No.
And he didn't go.
It was to his brother.
Oh, I do remember he had a brother too.
They ran an old school offense too. Like we came in looking at this like what is this, the 80s?
They put
Coming out in some like Notre Dame 1940s, and he didn't go again.
It got so bad that we started putting every 300-pound lineman we could on the D line.
Didn't work.
It did
Didn't
not.
work. Rodriguez finds himself in a 3-2 count. I love as the night gets closer and baseball broadcasts just turn into story time. 3-2 count. Agnew fires. Ripped back right to the screen, and we've got a battle brewing.
Now, hopefully this doesn't start something. I was talking to a coach at Tonka at the time after that, and he said we just couldn't do anything. Like, our plan wasn't working, so I started pulling plays out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. If a kid had 7 that's a Madden stat. 3-2. This one is fouled out of play again.
playing our rookie with the sliders on.
Right. It's a 9-pitch at bat coming.
Playing rookie arcade mode.
Agnew,
Halftime score that game was 49-42.
really? That's insane. 71st pitch is strike 3. At the knees, called strike 3. The 7th strikeout ends the 5th inning. Ends the top half of the 5th inning. We had the bottom of the 5th. Liberty North leading 7-3. And we head back into the action for the bottom of the 5th inning. Trey Snyder at the dish.
Where
He
is Trey committed to?
Tennessee. He is 1 for 2 with a walk, a fly out, and a single. That one taken high, but first strike at the letters. It happens. 7-3. Agnew has retired his last 13. Chase into pitch for Blue Springs South, and this one's hit well into right field. We get down for a base hit, leadoff single for Trey Snyder in the 5th.
Could you imagine Snyder if he was going to Tennessee 2 years ago? And welcome to the freshman day is facing Ben Joyce.
Couldn't be me. Did you see the minor league game that Ben Joyce played in, and they had a no-hitter and still lost?
By 7 runs. 7 runs. No hitter. You lose by 7.
That's insane. Yeah. Well, that was the problem with Ben Joyce's Jackson Downing takes ball, and his problem was always that he throw 106, but he had no command. Like dude, I watched an interview with him one time, and he was like, man, sometimes I don't know where it's going. We'll have a swing, throw into center field, And we likely would have seen Snyder try to take third if it wasn't for,
The invisible sniper.
yeah, the turf monster in the dirt at second base. Counts 1-1. He swung at the pitch.
Thank you for saying it correct. Turf. Now, I was on Twitter the other day, and someone called it grass.
It's a turf monster,
I
man.
know. You know, got to get it politically correct.
Always, baby. That's safety, bub.
Remember when he said John Boy Media was going to block me? When John Boy Media said they were going to block me?
And that one's dirted, 2-1.
Man, look at that view in the center.
That view is just amazing.
And it is as beautiful on camera as it is here. Like, it captures it pretty well.
I think it looked better on the camera.
It's a great night for baseball, man. And that one's a jam shot off the end of the bat and a shallow right field foul. 2-2. Runner on second with nobody out. I'm not saying it's possible, but Liberty North needs 6 to end it here. We'll have coverage of Game 3 tomorrow from Blue Springs South, moving sites. That was pretty close to a balk, but legal move. Oh, that poor kid in the Whit Merrifield jersey. Oh,
We need to get him a new one.
God bless your heart.
Hey, hang on, let me get down before I fall. Oh my.
And that one swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. Downing goes down on strikes.
We should get him a Carson Milbrand jersey.
Ty Wisdom to the dish. Yo-oh. Swung on and missed. They're not going to say fouled it off.
That was
damn.
maybe the first pass ball all game. And even then, that
There
was
have been a
very
couple
low.
wide pitches, but they've all been on the pitchers. And we'll have a meeting at the mound.
What's your
Okay.
opinion on Chase tonight?
Pitcher?
Yes.
I think he's played well. I think he came into inherited a bad situation and got out of it pretty clean. I think like Blue Springs South's pitching staff tonight, they just haven't been kind of the staff we've seen them be this year, and it also is probably because they're facing like the most dangerous lineup of hitters in Kansas City. Count is 1 apiece. It's just kind of a situation where they got probably caught on a bad day. And it was compounded by the fact that they're facing 4 Division I hitters. Still, I mean, not a bad day for them as blows with a fastball by Ty Wisdom. It's just kind of not what we expected for the #1 team in Kansas City. Liberty North able to pull this one out. We will probably see a new top dog come Sunday night.
Now, I don't know if you saw that. The catcher was shaking off the pitcher.
No pitch comm out here, brother. No pitch comm out here. Is back-to-back at-bats for Wisdom, or excuse me, back-to-back strikeouts. Wisdom chirping a little bit.
We need Zach Greinke as a high schooler with the pitch comm calling himself and then saying, no, I don't want that.
I love when he calls the pitch comm, comes set, and then shakes. Like, he's schizophrenic, man. McGuire at the dish. He is 0 for 3. Fly out, ground out, strikeout. Every possible way you can record an out in the game of baseball, or at least the basic ways. There's actually 8 ways that you can record an out as a hitter in the game of baseball. Watched a video on that the other day. Counts 1-1. Bottom 5. Blue Springs South down to their final 6 outs. They got to put up 4 runs. Got to get the O going. And this is a good piece of hitting into right field. Into the gap, it'll score a run. The throw on to second will keep McGuire there, but he has an RBI double. Scores Trey Snyder. Now Bo Jonas to the dish with 2 down. He is 2 for 2, a walk, double, and a single. He's a triple and a homer away from the cycle.
We've already seen a homer today. Let's get 2.
And the wind is blowing this way. It's not blowing in. Like the Ray Peck game where we saw a guy that most definitely would have hit a home run if there wasn't 25-mile-an-hour winds. He'll take a strike at the knees. 4 strike 1, open him up 0-1.
Did we ever ask with their outfield, with that gate being there, what happens?
We never asked them. I'm no, at that point, if it's hit there and even if it's not ruled a home run, you're scoring. Like the guy's got to go, like turn a corner, come back, grab the ball, field it, and come back. Like by the time he gets there, the guy's already rounded third. Like I would just eat it. 1-1. Chase fires. Taken high for a strike, 1-2. Liberty North hitters beginning to get a little frustrated with the home plate umpire. Umpires tonight, Tyler Klein, Steve Eichlin.
I've known Klein for a while. He was a quarterback coach at Winnetonka.
Tonka grass guy, Tyler Taylor, and that one's taken outside 2-2.
You guys don't know my actual name. It is Tyler Taylor, but everyone else knows me as Fuzz.
TT. Smithville beats Savannah 10-5. That one's new across the desk. Second leg of a doubleheader between, I think, Platte County and Kearney just started. And strike 3 on the outside corner.
Are they
That'll
at
end the
Platte
inning.
County's new field?
I have no idea. An unconventional way to strike out the side, gives up a run on 2 hits. And we will head to the top of the 6th, where Agnew's retired 13 straight. And now we'll head to break here on Metro Sports KC. We got an 8-3 ball game. We got Ty Wisdom on the mound. We got Lawrence High beating Gardner Edgerton 6-1. We got a lot of things. Top 6, Agnew goes 5 innings, 71 pitches. We're nearing an end to a great night of baseball. Hallader to the dish, 1 for 2, single and a strikeout. Or Grant Hollister, rather. He is 1 for 2 with a double and a flyout. Wrong part of the lineup card. Wisdom opens him up 1-0.
We were talking during the break about Bo and being able to catch 2 games of a doubleheader.
You don't know, bro. Bo knows. Am I allowed? Is that still copyright? Am I allowed to say that?
Well,
Nike, give me a call, baby.
hopefully we don't get that invoice.
Yeah, is there a fee you have to pay to say that still?
'Cause
2-1.
What we said, Racho Grande today. We said that.
We're running up a bill in the Metro Sports KC copyright department. 2-1, rolled over. Wisdom going back to his days 25 minutes ago at second base. He'll make the play. And Colin Dobbs into the dish. He is 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout for him. Top of the 6th inning. Blue Springs South down to their final 5 outs. They played at 3 in the first and are scoreless since. Take strike 1. That one right back to the pitcher. And it'll be an infield single. Unable to field it is Wisdom at the mound. Kind of rolled up the leg. And whoever's running the scoreboard ruled that an error, but they're just wrong. They're wrong. Aiden Dahl to the dish. 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout.
They've put a lot of errors up there.
Yeah, they have 5. I have like 1.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be counted as a.
No, that is not an error. Strike 1.
It was just a hard grounder episode.
You can't, in that case, assume that the pitcher's going to make a play. I don't think. If it's a hard hit ball and they, in any sense, can be excused for not making the play, it's not an error.
Now, I know I said sunset games are the best. I think night games.
I think this baseball atmosphere is the best, as that one's rolled over. Third baseman Downing can't make the play, and we've got a single, an error in left. The throw, and everybody will advance a base. It'll be a single and a justifiable error.
He rushed himself out there trying to get a throw that
Wasn't
would
going
not
to be there
get made
anyways, yeah. And now, double play's kind of out of the question with Hallader, the RBI leader for this group. He's got 18 on the year.
He's got a big fan section over here.
He does.
Far right.
That one's grounded up the middle. It'll score 1. Making the turn. The throw into the infield. It's spiked, in Blue Springs South makes it a ball game. It's 8-5 in the top of the 6th. Hallader brings 2 in, and all of a sudden, just like that, it's an 8-5 game. The total complexion. I wouldn't have pulled, if I was there, I don't think I would have pulled Agnew.
He was only at like
71
70.
pitches.
Yeah.
I think this could be one of those decisions that begins to bite you.
Now, we saw that at the last game.
Yeah, this is a game of the week trend as well. Brian swung on and missed.
It's like Blake Snell in the World Series.
That was the worst. That was awful. I remember where I was when that happened, man. I was like, they're pulling him? A lot of guys don't believe in third time through the order, but he'd already kind of went. This would be his third time through the order, and he already started. Anyways, 1-1. 11 pitches into his day, and Wisdom has 2 earned runs.
You bring it up where you just remembered where you were at when that happened. There's 3 moments like that for me. Pablo Sandoval catching a ball at third base in the World Series to end it in 2014. Alex Gordon's home run in the World Series in 2015. And then, yeah, Blake Snell.
I will never forget Johannes Cespedes forgetting how to play center field for a play. And swung on and missed the Bayou for out number 2. Brian goes down on strikes. It's Wisdom's second out of the inning.
In 2015, everyone just decided not to field.
Yeah, Stetnich to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Off the glove of Correa.
Throw to first. Checks on the runner. Not quite. Bottom half of the order due up for Liberty North in the bottom of the 6th. Final 4 outs for Blue Springs South. First pitch of the at-bat's taken well high for ball 1. That one swung on and missed. It evens the count at 1. One one. Checks on the runner. Outlet 5 stolen bases. This one is swung on, potentially in play. Not quite, just out of play. I need to, here's my goal, my broadcast goal, is I need to persuade an athletic director somewhere to let us put a cameraman on top of the dugout. On top of the dugout. So
As long as it's not me, I'm fine.
No, I mean, so long as they don't have one of those, like, palleted, like, you know what I'm talking about, where, like, any weight that's put on that thing of a human is going to immediately cave. 1-2. The off speed into the glove for strike 3. And we'll head bottom 6. Blue Springs South able to plate 2, but they still trail 8-5 here on Metro Sports KC. And we're back. Cole Young now playing second base. Up to bat. He'll take strike 1. Deaver in. And this one's a line shot into left. It'll get down and be a leadoff base hit for Young, his second hit of the night. Now Joe Hall Joe Hall has been the best hitter in this series so far, and it's not particularly close. He is 6 for 6. He has a home run, 5 singles, 9 RBI.
He's jumping up the
8
leaderboards.
RBI rather. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not even close. He went from like 7th in RBIs on their team to 2nd in a day. That one's found right back to the screen.
And way to get yourself noticed in front of a whole bunch of scouts.
Yeah, he picked the best day to be very good. Yeah, a grand slam to blow the game open.
And that's when they started leaving.
Yeah.
They was like, this game's over.
Right. And that one's taken low. 1-1. Joe Hall is also a baseball name, by the way.
That is. It's like that 80s, 90s.
Joe Hall. There's been at least 6 Joe Halls in the MLB. He just sounds like he plays in the Mets. That's a Mets first baseman. 1-1. Bottom 6 as once we head to the top of the 7th, Blue Springs South be down to their final 3 outs. Deaver in his second relief opportunity today.
Fun fact, there's never been a Joe Hall in the MLB.
That's just not true. Just not
Never.
True. Yeah.
Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, man. You're a dirty liar. Joe Hall. He has a nickname. He only had .2 WAR, but he had 319, man. 8 RBI. Joe Hall's a legend.
47 at bats.
Dude, that's 47 more at bats than anybody in this park right now.
That is
Probably.
true.
Actually, there's probably like one guy who was like, I got called up in 1984.
48 at bat.
Right, yeah. Hey, calm down. He was only the 16,461st player in Major League Baseball history. That's crazy that Pro Baseball Reference has a list of the of how many. That's insane. Watch that be Joe Hall's dad. And we're gonna look back later and be like, it was the dumbest moment of our lives. 1-2, runner goes. Hall fouls it back. Got to keep swinging. .32 pitches. This one ripped. Comebacker. And a double play. It'll be a U4-3.
If you guys know me, I'm ride and die Tonka. So my
This is your
favorite,
9th talk of reference of this broadcast. We're about to kick you off, dude.
my favorite player in the MLB is Tom Funk. Now, 6.48 career ERA.
1986 Houston Astros draft pick. Tell me how I know that. Am I right?
I'm like surrounded by Tonka grads in this broadcast booth right now.
Oh, I'm not thinking of him then. He played for the Astros in '86, though. He was drafted in 1980 for the Orioles.
Hannah at the dish. I'm gonna try to find Dakota's mom after this. That wonderful lady.
Now, what was that photo you were talking about?
No, I have a photo, and I'll try to find it on my phone. There is definitely a photo on the internet of me and Dakota.
Can we get that a tweet out after this game?
Yeah, I will definitely. I'm gonna search my mom's Facebook right now. It's taken first strike. It's 1-1. That one's taken for strike 2. Hannah will take a step out of the box.
Now, if the photo is found, y'all can go to Twitter and
No,
find it
I've got a couple.
at MSKC Brennan.
2020, here's me and Dakota playing freshman basketball together. And that one's taken for strike 3. It ends the inning. And Hannah didn't quite like that. We'll step away as we head to the top of the 7th. One more chance for Blue Springs South, the top dog, to run it even in this series. Take 30. Be right back with you. Here at Metro Sports KC. And we're gonna do an umpire cam for the All-Star game. That's confirmed. We're gonna get an umpire cam and an umpire mic. I'm gonna co-sign it. We have a wireless camera and a wireless mic. Why don't we?
We gotta get Lachlan again as center.
Yeah.
Lachlan's great. When it's on
Fastball taken high to start the 7th inning.
Yeah, did you know that Lachlan Ferris was our home plate umpire?
1-0 pitch taken inside. It's 2-0. In crunch time here, Ty Wisdom falls behind in the count, 2-0. 2-0 pitch taken low, but for a strike, it's 2-1. Very healthy zone for Steve Eichlin. 2-1, laced, and a line shot to Jackson Downing. It wasn't as hard as it looked. And Patton is retired for out number 1. Tommy Lepore. He's 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a line out tonight. As down to their final 2 outs. You want a guy on this team to get on base, it's Tommy Lepore. He'll take strike 1.
That was nasty.
Very good pitch to open the at-bat there. The 0-1. Foul back to the screen and very quickly an 0-2 count. The 0-2. Wisdom sets. Delivers. Very high. 1-2 count. Still favorable here for Wisdom. Lepore looking to battle himself back into it on Wisdom's 25th pitch of the relief appearance. A high fly ball to the third baseman. Under it is Downing. He'll make the play for out number 2. And Diego Rodriguez, the final chance for this Blue Spring South team. An 8-5 ball game. A long day of baseball. It comes down to possibly one final at-bat.
Shout out to these umps.
Shout out to the umpire. Shout out to everybody that kind of made this possible tonight. And one final shout out to those we're honoring here as that one misses inside. Coach Rob James and Sari Morley. Wish them nothing but luck in their treatment. Hope you see you at the ballpark soon. First pitch, or second pitch of the at-bat taken, it'll leave the count up at 1-1. A lot of Blue Springs guys here now. 1-1 pitch, taken high, 2-1. Hey, you know what's gonna be really fun? It's gonna be pitch black out there when we go get that camera. 2-1.
We got Landon.
And that one. Wow.
He saw Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he saw,
Nelson Mandela.
yeah. Saw God for a second there. 3-1.
That's why I said Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, 3-1 count. The delivery taken for a strike. And it doesn't get bigger than this. Down to your final out. Full count. And an 8-5 ball game. Wisdom sets, fires. Swung on to the second baseman. It eats up Cole Young. He loses sight of the baseball. And I think they're going to, knowing the score, he's going to rule it an error, but that's a base hit. It's a base hit.
They did rule an error.
Yeah, it's a base hit. I'm giving him a base hit. And now Hollister. Hollister is 1 for 3 with a double, a fly out, and a ground out. And it's 8:41. We've been here since 4 covering. And the first pitch, Wisdom, blows by a fastball.
You've been here since 1.
I've been here since 1, yeah. 0-1 count. 0-1. Swung on. Fouled. Behind us. 0-2. Down to his final strike is Grant Hollister. Game 2 of the series. The Liberty North leads 1-0. The pitch. And some more Sweet Chin music. 1-2 count now. Ty Wisdom, the Kansas commit. In the box, Grant Hollister. The 1-2 is dirted. Runs the count even.
He's trying too hard to end the game on a strikeout.
You can tell he wants the punchy here. 36 pitch, never mind. They'll check on the runner at first. Back to the mound. Wisdom. Sets. Fires.
Right at us.
Good morning. As close as it gets. Did it knock the camera off? Did it knocked our camera offline.
Catcher's interference?
Catcher's interference. We're going to have catcher's interference. Everybody will move over. Colin Dobson now. He's 1 for 3. Singled in his last at-bat. He's got a strikeout and a flyout tonight as well. Runners on first and second. Tying run at the plate. Dobson. Outside, a great frame by the catcher, Bo Jonas. The tying run is at the plate. Didn't think I was going to say that when this game was 8-3. Swing and a miss. Down 0-2. Can Wisdom lock it in? He hasn't been able to finish the at-bats necessary in this 7th inning. Down to their final strike once more. The 0-2. Fouled back, he stays alive. Want to talk about a battle? Blue Springs South has shown the heart in this game too. Once again, we'll see you tomorrow for Game 3 at Blue Springs South. Coverage beginning at 5 o'clock. The 0-2 pitch. Wisdom. Swung on and missed. It's strike 3, and that's the ball game. Wisdom sits down Colin Dobson. Completes the save, and Liberty North wins Game 1 and Game 2 of the series over the top dog in Kansas City, Blue Springs South. They head on the road tomorrow to take on the Jags. We'll have coverage of that one at 5 o'clock. But for one final time tonight, Brennan Kanabe, the crew, Tyler Taylor, Landon Hinkle. We'll see you tomorrow from down south here on Metro Sports KC.